Our every step unsettled the ancient earth. But we were in a realm of death and madness. In the end, I alone fled laughing and wailing through those blackened arcades of antiquity. Until consciousness failed me. You remember our venerable house?
It'll register now, it will.
Opulent and
Yeah, I'll try it
imperial. It is a festering abomination. I beg you, return home, claim your birthright, and deliver our family from the ravenous, clutching shadows of the darkest dungeon.
Yes, yeah, that's definitely a new intro. %, that was a new intro then. Add districts. Not the flagellant. So the town should be like 4 times the size now. What's up, Killian? What's up, Tegan? What do you do? Shade out in the servers again as well to do.
I can still see their angry faces as they stormed the manor.
Yeah, see there's new things
But
at the
I
bottom
was
of
dead
there.
before they found me. And the letter was on its way.
Question is, how do we go into districts? They are Strange Glut, Farmstead, Comet's Impact was felt in the arm at the Great Impact, toppled gravestones and kicked up a cloud of dust that covered the entire region when it finally settled. An alien miasma was seen from the spread of the hill. It distorted rules of time and space far beyond imagine. Ventured into this farm to see what has been done. Yes, it is the farmstead. Comet shards. And the courtyard is up there as well, and I don't know how the fuck you get into the courtyard. Let's go have a look at the farmstead. Shard dust used to tap into the worldly power, but beware its other effects cannot be used while virtuous. Can't take provisions with me. What? Unless it's just one of them ones where I've just got to kill everything. We'll see now.
Blight had struck
No,
the
it's good,
harvest
those-
again that year, and the miller was desperate. He came to me, hat clutched tightly in filthy fingers, stinking of sweat and manure. Seated comfortably in my
It's going to be one of them
observatory,
ones that is just
surrounded by
waves.
telescopes and other delicate apparatus,
That's what it's
I
going to be now. I can tell
recognized
by
his
the way he's talking.
misfortune as an opportunity,
It's going to put me in here, and
and
there's
I
going to be
agreed
enemies
to
coming one
lend
after another.
him my expertise.
And this is how you'd unlock the courtyard then, probably. Yeah, see? There's no map. Dealing zone. I like the music as well. The music is better as well. It is.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
Monster waves and respawning. Defeated foes will swiftly be replaced by waves of despicable reinforcements. Your party must do this onslaught without pause or hope for respite. Because the strange nature of time's behavior in the farm said you can retreat with no penalty at any time. The kilometer and crystal shards, all farmstead quests have a kilometer, the measure of your might ambition. Fill it by defeated monsters, and when your tally hits certain thresholds, you receive these rewards further increase. These rewards increase the further you venture. Back in the hamlet, the jeweler seeks these strange glowing shards. He will trade you for unspeakable artifacts of power. Find him in the Nomad's wagon. And I just got an email. It's not from the people who I had to viewing off.
Obliterated.
I like these new enemies though. And the music's cool as well, listen to the music.
Another one falls. Be gone, fiend.
So destroying them crystals heals you. Wonder what new artifacts there are then. Look at them respawning, they're changing colour as well.
Decimated.
These, right, I've sussed out how you do these. You'd need one healer, 2 frontline attackers at a close combat, and then somebody with a gun or a crossbow. And that would be how you'd fly through this, but that healer would need to be insane.
Another abomination.
cleansed from our lands.
This is what happens to him then.
Self-preservation is paramount, at any cost.
Being selfish doesn't seem that bad, does it?
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
The fuck? Is that a scarecrow in the background?
Festering fear consumes the mind.
I don't even know how far that meter is at the top.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
That was a big shit.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Your dog had a trim, put pictures in Discord of what he looks like. Also, this is one of the new places, Tegan.
Executed with impunity.
Did it in everyone with blight, I'll give you that. Explosive undo. So them crystals will blow up if you don't destroy them. Look at the horse.
Dazed, reeling, about
That horse
to
is
break.
massive.
You will endure this loss and learn from it.
I wouldn't, that's gonna be ridiculously hard that is to
Though
get.
long years may seek to
New
separate them,
court card to
action
grant.
and consequence will invariably have their dreadful reunion.
In time, you will know the tragic extent of my failings.
Have a look on your phone and you'll access the districts. The jeweler. The fuck? Look at these. Bounty Hunter, plus 2 speed, plus 15 dodge, and then plus 5% stress. Man at Arms. 30% damage reflection. See, that's what I need for you. 20% more healing if holy water is in inventory. But we need to find we need to find holy water. We would. But you do damage to husks and eldritch. There you are. There's Mark's and Dad's trinket. Plus 15% max HP on attack. Random target 5%. Plus 25% stun skill chance of holy water in his inventory. On attack hit blight at 120% base. 2 points for 2 rounds. What's that? Is this how you get to the districts? Hmm? Buildings are generally immensely expensive, but do offer substantial buffs if a player was so inclined to rebuild them. Benefits vary from exclusively... What's it reading? Exclusively Altarian and financial incentives to direct combat benefits for adventures under the player's control. However, due to the immense cost of erecting district buildings, it becomes prudent for the player to plan long in advance. As long as these buildings will be a lot of these buildings will be especially useful if built as early as possible, e.g. the bank, granary, puppet theatre, etc. While other buildings serve more of a final stepping stone to forming the perfect expedition into the depths of the Darkest Dungeon, offering powerful buffs. To build one, you must have gotten the town event, which can occur as early as week 7, a blueprint, one of which is obtained for free from the event, and many heirlooms. You are guaranteed to get the event in week 10 or the first week after installing DLC that doesn't conflict with other DLC in town events. Champion bosses will drop blueprints of the Collector, Shambler, and the Fanatic. So the Collector is a champion level boss. That's why he's so hard. He's level 5, whereas everybody else has always been like level 2 fighting him. But they'd smash the shit out of him, man. See if you can find out where I access them to. The districts. The item I really want. What is that? Sculptor's tools plus 40% damage versus stonework. That's nuts. I really want that for you. An invitation to an evening of games and entertainment signed the Baron. Abomination, Crimson Court. Oh my word, where's Brett when we need him? He'll love that. Segan, if you're watching, go get Brett. That's my grave robber. He'll love that, he will. Because he's always in position. Like, I could put Mark behind him and just put Brett in position 1 all the time with that. You find anything else? Must just have to wait for the blueprint then. I need to check what week. I need to check how I know what week I'm on as well. Activity log. Where did you see that? Week 36. We'll end up with it at some point when the collector appears. Well, let's go get that for breakfast. What's that? Pitch soaked torch, a special torch twice wrapped in cloth and soaked in sulfurous compounds. Just in case, because I don't know what to expect if it's
The courtyard and gardens surrounding the manor were once
yeah,
a
that
point
item
of
for
pride
Brett is going to be
for the
insane.
diligent custodians I employed. Great banquets
Because
and
whenever he
lavish social
transforms, he's
affairs
never
were
going to stress
hosted
out.
here under the stars. Despite the expectation of propriety normally ascribed to those
He
in
won't
our
stress out
position,
at all himself. If I can get
we
that thing
mocked
from
the
Mark as well
stoic
from the
melancholy
farmstead.
of the moss-covered fountains and cherubic statues, our salacious trysts half hidden in the hedgerows, our morality slipping ever deeper into the mud.
Maybe Brett's damage won't be so shit anymore after that either.
Soaked and sinking, these stone terraces and sprawling gardens were the site of long-forgotten revelry and well-remembered regret.
He became vigorous straight away. He got to stress under it and became vigorous straight away. Good time.
Death waits for the
They're like
slightest
servants.
lapse in concentration.
Yeah, they wouldn't let me de-stress it, but I'll sort it out. At least it's not that bad anyway. He busy, is he? Well, he's gonna like the item we brought him, or getting him. Manservant supplicant.
Slowly, gently. This is how a life is taken.
What do you think of these new enemies, Tegan, from the DLC?
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
giant mosquitoes as well. And they got the sycophants. Digestion, that's disgusting.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all. Formation is broken. Maintain the offensive. As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Book of Holiness, look at that. That just come out of a pot. This courtyard, it discovers the map as you go along. Fucking Jen. Look at the servant at the back. Logan, what's up, bud? Crimson Curse. One of your heroes has the Crimson Curse. The curse is not like other diseases. It can't be cured normally in the sanitarium. The only way to keep it at bay is with the blood. There may be other ways to cure it.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
So there's new diseases as well. Madness in my veins replace vampiric spirits. So at least it's not debilitating, it just makes them go nuts. Which I can deal with.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Have you noticed as well how the torch at the top changed? new music, the music in this place is really good as well. I'll unplug it now so you can hear it. The music in this place. Or in this DLC rather.
Obliterated.
Success so clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
Let's put that on him so he doesn't stress out so much. Plus it also gives me a space. Do me a favour, go to Ethan. Yeah, I really like these new enemies. I like the look of them. You just healed yourself. You can't power out to heal yourself. Didn't even have to do it. I didn't even have to do it for him. You need to upgrade the graveyard robbers. The grave robber have good basic attack damage. The blood.
As
The blood is a
victories
special type of
mount,
supply item. Any
so too
any
will
collectible bottles of the
resistance.
blood will be retained in your state. At end quest, they may be added to the provisions of embarking parties. The blood is rare. Spread it around wisely amongst those in need of it. Crimson Curse, that's what it does. It gives +1 speed but minuses 10% max health. -5 bleed resistance, -5 blight resistance, -5 stun resistance. It's just not that bad. When you think about it, like. You think it'd be worse given the name of it, wouldn't you? Now you want to be fine. I like the way this map reveals itself anyway. There's another strong knife. Every attack is missing on it, right? Except for that attack. Yeah, I'm really enjoying this DLC. I'm glad we got it.
Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end.
And we'll get to see the Flagellant in a minute as well. One of the new classes brought to the game. strange. Opened that pot and it scouted the area for me.
Executed with impunity. The wounds of war can be healed, but never hidden. Another one falls. A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
Yeah, and it didn't go up and solve this lead to the right. Zero. What's up, dude? Craving the blood. One of your infected areas has a thirst which can only be satisfied with the blood. Feed them sooner, they may begin to weaken. So Steve is a lunatic now who craves blood. That's kind of fucked up. It's an awesome game, it is, man. Come around more and watch it. It's well worth watching.
Eradicated. Devastating blow.
Yes, on PS4.
This expedition at least promises success.
The job we need to do is find this last hive, and then it's mission done. What is that? Hooded through the figure, the mysterious figure, not fully human, not fully insect, meals, look around. Have a look online a minute on your phone and see if we can give it anything. Darkest Dungeon, Crimson Court, Hooded Shrew. See if we got to give it anything or if we can just press X on it. But yes, even if you stick around and watch it, you'll get a taste of what the game is like as well. Find anything? Offer some blood, which I don't have. When you come across the insurance code, offer up some blood to receive treasure, which consists of additional crests and some food. Right, so we know about that, so we can just walk past the Odditch for a minute. We know that in future now.
A hideous mutation.
What in the world is
Unnatural and abhorrent.
Crocodilian. It has 100 health.
The ground
But Steve just
quakes.
smashed it in the face.
Soothed. Sedated.
Yeah, you can only attack the crocodile. You can't attack the fucking. You can't attack the bulrush. This is going to be hard trying to hit it where it is. So you can't attack the grass. The grass just dodges you. See? I needed to stay at the back so Steve can hit it, but it won't go back. And it's just dodging everything as well. Oh, what the fuck? You know what, we're retreating, we're not fighting this.
And now the true test. Hold fast or expire. This skirmish may be lost, but the battle may yet be won.
And the last hive is down there, but we're retreating with everything we have.
Great adversity has a beauty. It is the fire that tempers.
You're a beast hunter now anyway, so you do more good damage against beasts.
The plume
Blueprint!
and the pistol. A fitting end to my folly.
The hamlet is growing.
And a curse upon us
Your
all.
presence is emboldening craftsmen to return. You may now construct all new buildings. They're expensive, but provide unique bonuses and may help in your endeavors to cleanse the estate. Square. Let's have a look at. Jesus Christ, one of them is 50,000. District currencies. The Red Oak Monument with no purpose except propagation of one's dedication. The mill. Heroes will no longer suffer random hunger checks. That's pretty cool. Note memories can be found in the Endless Harvest quest. Geological study. Gem inventory stack increased by 1. Tainted Well. Holy water increases buffs. Laudanum adds a stress resist buff. Miasmal orchid rather. The Medicinal herbs add a disease resist buff, anti-venom adds a blight resist buff. Bank, increased gold, interest gained on saved gold 5% per week. So if you save gold, you'll get more gold every week. That's going to be really useful for me to get. Torchlight is more beneficial. Healing, plus 15% healing when eating some food is granted for free each week. Purple Cedar, idle stress relief in town, increased by 10 per week. That'll come in useful. 2 bottles of blood brewed each week. Bound in a grave robber highwayman, gain more scouting and more critical chance. Crusader vessel flagellant, they gain more healing, more stun resistance. These buildings are going to come fucking in real useful. Outside this bonfire. 2 additional respite points if you have at least 1 abomination, hellion or leopard in your party. That's cool. But look what you need for it. Cursed heroes who share the same building activity as other heroes have a chance to pass the Crimson Curse on. Nope. What's his stress? And his stress is almost max. I really want that for Mark. Yeah, like it changes the item all the time. The fuck is that? Bleeding pendant. Mantra of fasting. 40% max HP if Crimson Curse wasting. Plus 7 speed if Crimson Curse wasting. Yeah, I can't take Mark on that mission. Let's try taking Oliver, because his stress is all the way down. Everyone's stress is through the roof, is stupid. take him out. What else is going out? No. Wish it was, but it's not. The co-op on this game would be strange, because you control all the characters yourself anyway. Let's try this one because this one's endless. Mr. O, he hasn't got a character yet either. What were they hitting me last time? Just Blight, wasn't it? Yeah, it was definitely just Blight they were hitting me with, weren't it? Tate? Mr. O needs character. Tate didn't stick around long enough to get a character. Two people are about to go straight into overdrive for stress. But on the bright side, he can now heal from anything from 0 to 20. With a chance of making people bleed. The character for this game, Tate. Everybody who sticks around long enough to watch gets characters named after them.
The horror.
Well, I didn't say anything new. Let's see what he happens to him. He's selfish, which means he's going to want to do all the damage.
Self-preservation is paramount, at any cost.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
If there's mages in here, then you can be a mage. But we haven't seen any mages yet, have we? If there's not a mage, you'll have to pick something else. Like, get a list of the classes and put a list of the classes in the chat for people.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
See it. What was it? Alright. Yeah, Tate, doing that. Tate, you can't say that word at all. It won't even let me. You just have to view it on your tablet. Restart the stream on my phone as well. Genuine, Tate, like with YouTube's policies, if it gets caught, that bit fucking punishes you for it. Yeah, no, it won't let me view it though, that's the thing, so you just have to watch it on your tablet. You can't use the word sub if it gets caught. It's in their policies, it is. They're like trigger words that fucking trigger the algorithm.
Taken over the edge into madness.
Besides, it's only so you know in future, but... Why are they dodging everything?
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive. Annihilated.
They're attacking the fucking bounty hunter over and over now. But he's just a filler a minute anyway.
Executed with impunity. Another one falls. The ground quakes.
That was a nice critical hit.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
I want to know if the flagellant is a new... Stress is bad in this game, Scott, unless you've got virtuous characters. But it's like if it goes to 100, they can either become virtuous or like be affected badly by it. They can either become virtuous or affected. The more it builds up, the more it is. If it goes to 200, they'll have a heart attack and can possibly die straight away from it. They go straight to death's door from 100. Stress healers heal stress. They decrease the amount of stress on a party member.
Festering fear consumes the mind.
You have self-stress healers and then you have party stress healers. A lot of my people have suffered a lot of stress at the moment. All of his characters, the only one that's not taking any stress a minute, look. All of his characters just calm about it. You might want to include shield breaker, and flagellant as well. Flagellant. F-A-L-G-E.
Soothed.
Double L.
Sedated.
A-N-T. It's either A-N-T or E-N-T on the end.
Begone, fiend. Gnawing uncertainty. The birthplace of dread.
Is he gonna be good or bad? He's hopeless, great. Which means he's not gonna want to heal anyone. I'd really have to know what it is at the top of the corner. Good thing with all of his characters, all of his character can survive on his own. Because I can heal him, I can heal his own health and his own stress. Yeah, she's here, she's there. Bounty Hunter's about to go mad. Gonna end up with an heart attack. The Bounty Hunter is in a minute now. Yeah, see, if you paid attention, Mike, you'd know this. You would have known this 2 days ago. There's the art attack I was waiting for, but now I can heal him.
Vistas of emptiness reveal themselves.
See, the art attack decreases their stress as well. They'll have the art attack and then their stress just goes back down. That is true. But for some reason, every time your character has art attack, the game just targets your character. Do you know what, Mike? I'm not surprised. Dodging it. She's about to have a heart attack.
Now
I've got to heal her.
Hold fast, or expire.
Do you know, I don't think I've ever seen one character have 2 heart attacks in one mission.
Slowly, gently. This is how a life is taken.
He's about to have 2. He's about to have his second one now, about the end of this. Quite literally, I'm just healing all of her. Great. There's the heart attack. As soon as it picks him, now he's dead. But he's a filler in a minute anyway, and he'll... or as soon as they attack him. Oh, that was lucky. It made me skip his turn. It's gotta be close to the meter at the top by now.
Teetering on the brink, facing the abyss.
He doesn't always heal him. When he does, it can be anything from 0 to whatever the maximum is of it. Whereas your character is a minimum between. Found Ended is having a really shit day, yeah, Scott.
The pit.
Yeah, go on. I'd get a bowl as well so they don't melt. This is one of the endless missions as well. This is I'm doing this so I can get crystal shards.
Returns even the boldest gaze.
But the thing is, I don't know how full that is at the top. It's probably full by now. Oh, I'm hoping it is anyway. Thank you. How full do you reckon that meter is at the top? Yes, God, you do. But you can resurrect them. Or recruit new ones. Here you are, second attack.
Perched at the very precipice of oblivion. Injury and despondence set the stage for heroism. Or cowardice.
I'll tell you that, I know. I think it's because I didn't have the occultist with you. Like I only had you as the healer and all the healing was on you.
Another abomination cleansed from our lands.
Like when you were there, it was you. It was Mark Brett, Slayer, and you were the only healer. There's Mark not a healer, look.
The flesh is knit.
I'm hoping he's the last of the enemies. Nope. Heal her, and then I'll use her ability to make her go stealth and fall to the back. And then when I reveal her again, she'll do 80% more damage. There's Dark. Dark doesn't even have the character in this because he doesn't stay around. Right, Scott.
Passion is a
Don't stop.
rarity in the fevered pitch of battle.
That's crit. That was a nice crit as well. Right, then give the bounty hunter a break.
The wounds of war can be healed, but never hidden.
That's difficult now, that is. That's what I wanted to see. He just made the fucking... He just made the Grave Robber have an heart
A
attack.
singular strike. Eradicated.
That's it. That's the mission.
These nightmarish
That's the first time I've ever done the Endless one. Gotta kill so many of them in Endless you have, Scott. Now we can see how many there are. An infected hero's strength is fading quickly. Only the blood can nourish them. Do you know what? That's harder than the actual story missions.
Awash in blood and delusion,
I got a flagellant.
he bears the burden of 1,000 lifetimes. There is power in the blood
That's
for those with
really
the
me now.
fortitude to pay the price.
Let's have a look at his abilities. Punish. Reign of Sorrows. Exsanguinate. Reclaim. He heals himself, but he'll make himself bleed. Let's get Redeem on him. You know, that's a nice ability. What level is he as well? Or what level's his skills? I'll take another mission with nipples now. Look at that, straight away he's taking it up to fucking 3. Are you seeing that thing with it as well on the above the Warrens, that face? Look at that. Martyr's seal. Right, let's try the flagellant out. Is your character chilled out now? I can find it. Yeah. Can't take Killian, Killian's too high a level. Or can I take Killian? Nope, I can't take Killian. I need to go get one more character then. Right, who wants to be our second highwayman?
Evasive, persistent, righteous traits for a rogue. On some of the hard missions as well. Because the game just wanted you dead at that time, it was stupid. The game's like, right, it's your time to die. Pass Killian before you can be a god of jesters. Corruption has soaked the soil, sapping all good life from these groves. Let us burn out this evil
I like this new character.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
He has a triple flail.
The match is struck. A blazing star is born.
He has a triple flail that he attacks them with by hitting them, but then he slaps her on his back and pours him with his own blood. New favourite character in the game for me.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
Yeah, finish mine. You need to off as well, babe. I'll get more of them tomorrow as well, right?
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
I really like this new class, this new character. Wicked. Yeah, she's here, Doc.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
This new character is wicked.
In Radiance, may we find victory.
Staying past Christmas, which is into January 9th.
A decisive pummeling.
He can only use that ability when he's below 40% health. That was a big heal.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its
third
own.
character. At least when the resurrection event comes around, I'll have 3 of you to heal. That's fine. We just retrain him.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
What's up, Killian? Yeah, Mike, if you want to be a Jester, you've got to be able to surpass Killian. At the moment, Killian is our best Jester. Because he can keep an entire party from stressing out. Come on, get him below 40% health so I can use that ability on him. I want to see how he heals himself. There we are. Now I can see how he heals himself.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
Let's have a look. Oh wait, we can... He's a healer and a tank. He heals other people. Heals them and him. That's sick. That is actually really cool, I like that. I like the fact that he does that.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Covered in poisonous sap.
The light, the promise of safety. Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
He's nuts, Scott.
Executed with
Fucking
impunity.
If he's that good, I imagine the shield breaker's just as good because she's a tank.
Mortality clarified in a single strike.
I could literally turn him into a beast, put his elf sky high, and pair him up with you all the time. So you know whenever y'all or he'll heal himself and you. He'd literally be there just to keep you alive from dying. Yeah, he's not even claimed yet. But he's going to be claimed by somebody who's consistently there. If my character ever dies, I'm going to turn into a flagship instead.
Another abomination cleansed from our lands.
Yeah, the shield breaker's meant to be insane, Scott.
The way is lit. The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
There's like 2 obstacles I can see and I don't have any shovels. That's fine, because he can heal himself and you. One of my best teams at the moment consists of having Mark's Crusader, which is a stress healer, minor healer and a tank in position 1, and having Brett in position 2.
Nature herself, a victim to the spreading corruption.
But as soon as I get that, item for Brett, that stops him from stressing himself out whenever he transforms, and he does 25% more damage when he's in position 1. Brett will be going to position 1. It changes every time. Right now, there's one there for the Musketeer
could staunch the flow.
Makes her do more, 25% more damage if she's in position 4.
Without tools of iron, you must rely on flesh and indefatigable purpose.
He just buffed himself. He literally just buffed himself. He went below 40% HP and just decided to go, you know what? I need to do more damage.
balanced.
Watch out, as soon as it lets me select him, I'll have him heal himself and you. That's something else. That's honestly something else. He just max healed you like it was nothing. That's honestly where you could... He would be better fitted if he called the Paladin, but he's not because he self-inflicts damage on himself as well. Like his other skill had him just heal himself. His other skill, he heals himself, but he makes himself bleed as well. Whereas that skill, he's like, oh, I'll take 8 health, you can have 20. If I can get another one of them, I'll stick it in Mark and Brett's party. It's because of the fucking trees. I didn't think there'd be like 4 obstacles in a row. And I didn't bring more shovels because I didn't have the money for it. But it'll be alright now. See, it'll stop you from having a heart attack. You'll have a heart attack and you'll be like, right. And just heal you like it's nothing. Every time you kill something, you de-stress anyway.
A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
Now your stress is flying up because it's 2 of them. There's one going for you and one going for Dipples. When he hits himself as well, he makes them bleed and debuff something.
Eradicated.
There goes your stress. 4 away from max. Well, from what you would believe is max at the moment.
A singular strike.
If the torch at the top goes hard, the enemies get it super hard.
Slowly,
And there's more chance of them surprise
gently.
attacking him.
This is how a life is taken.
Here goes your stress, you're gonna become... Oh, you dodged it. Didn't dodge either. You know, I really like this new character. Because he seems to hit everything and he's a massive healer. Anything that targets, you know, nipples will jump in the way of it. I hate having to restart it on my phone because it just nip off itself. Like, he only does 2 to 4 damage, but he does massive heals.
Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
Oh look, it's another fucking tree. Now your stress will go through the roof. At least you're not paranoid or irrational.
Self-preservation
That's
is
not so
paramount,
bad.
at any cost.
And it's not permanent either. It just means now and again you'll want to do the damage. Or you'll want to take the turn or move when you want to move instead of me moving out. Which is a cool feature from the game. See? Of course they surprise us. He's just like, please, hit me.
Inspiration and improvement.
Now that's I've never seen that before. Go on, give me the give me the flagellant's turn next. Give me the flagellant's turn next, go on.
Precision and power.
He always heals them for more than him. So imagine that at higher levels. Nipples is also selfish.
Behold, the abyss is made manifest. For some reason, every time your turn comes around, it takes all your stats all the way up. But I really do like it. That was not my command. Nipples stresses him out. What's that? One can
Blood washes my eyes and cleanses my vision from the light they suffer.
but only rarely.
That's new.
Driving out corruption is an endless battle, but one that must be fought.
Nipples went up a level anyway. Fast healer. If there's anything more he wants to give us for him, like
A fresh irritant.
stress
to some,
reduction of activities in turn is slightly less
sanguine
effective.
memory to me.
Of course he'd only ever want to go on the penance roll, because he whips himself. Put nipples in it as well. Can you now see why I think people see things when I'm here on my own? Because I legit hear voices. Yep, enemies get super hard and they can hit you with surprise attacks first before you know it's happening, and it can happen at any time as well. There's another flagellant. Let's get another one. Paid him up with a Hellion.
Barbaric rage and unrelenting savagery make for a powerful ally.
I really like this new character anyway. That it's 3 enemies in one go. See you later, Doc. There, look now, look what's there for you. It's like the game is tempting me to go there. Where's that other guy as well? What was his name? Strevalian, there he is. Level 1 or 2 euros are recommended. Still proceed. The only one that's level 0 is the fucking guy in the middle. Ah, I know what I need to do. I still haven't upgraded the fucking... What's it face? Either have I? With the Grave Robber. So she does more damage. I'm gonna sell that trinket for now because they're the better ones that have become unlocked. What were they affecting me with last time? It was bleed, wasn't it? Bleed and blight.
Mastery over life and death was chief among my early pursuits. I began in humility, but my ambition was limitless. Who could have divined the prophetic import of something as
I just realized something.
as a twitch in the leg of a dead rat?
I'm now going to the Crimson Court.
Where are you going?
Necromancer.
Why?
Because
A
I wasn't
devil
paying attention.
walks these halls. Only the mad or the desperate go in search of him.
Should be alright though.
Mind that such missteps are the exception, and not the rule. The match is struck. A blazing star is born.
Yeah, Mark. We are still at it. It's a good thing you're back because now you can see what one of the new party members of yours and Brett's group are going to be like. Can't he?
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
Yeah, the Grave Robber's doing way more damage now. We haven't got the Shield Breaker, but we've got the Flagellant, and the Flagellant is a beast.
Another abomination cleansed from our lands. Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Like the Flagellant is a literal beast, Mark.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms. The way is lit, the path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it. In Radiance, may we find victory.
Yeah, I upgraded the Grave Robber's gear to level 3 and it's way better.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter. trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless. The light, the promise of safety.
Let's hope I'm going the right way to find the necromancer. It'll be hard because he keeps summoning like skeletons. It's well worth it, Mark. Get all the DLC as well. Like, we've been fighting new enemies. There's an endless mode, and you want to see some of the new gear as well. But there's a sword hilt for you. What was it? It increases his health by like 25%, doesn't it?
Inspiration and improvement.
They're trying to kill off the fucking highwayman in the back. Go on, hit the flagellant. Get him below 40% health. Watch what happens. Wait till they get the new character down below 40% of his health, Mark.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
That's not bad, man. 37 for the lot. There's quite a bit of DLC as well.
Executed with impunity. Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
Go on. There you are. He's below 40%. Get ready to see the new ability, Mark. It's super helpful and it's basically a super healing move. It's always guaranteed high numbers as well.
Precision and power. Such a burden of finery risks life and limb.
Yep, I did pick the right way.
Ornaments, neatly ordered, lovingly admired.
No, I didn't kill it. It was an accident. Look at that. Hang on to that. How many adventurers does it take to die in a pit? That's a good character to have, that is the flagellant on your team. You can heal somebody for a lot of them. Here's an ambush.
Holds dominion. Black as death. Back to the pit.
he's going to be real useful against the Necromancer and the Flagellum.
Another one falls.
And so is he, because he's doing loads of damage out of nowhere.
Be gone, fiend.
Well, your ambushes happen a lot as well. Yeah, the Grave Robber's doing a ton of damage. Funny, this right here is a party of fillers as well.
Weakened.
It's a party of fillers. None of them are claimed characters. But I like how much damage the Grave Robber does when she's been
Impressive
upgraded.
haul. If you value such things.
Like the Grave Robber does loads. He needs to stop dodging attacks. This is him doing it all. Stop dodging. This is what happened with you. This is legit what happened with you. He finally let me use him.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
Let's feed him. So he'll be at almost max strength come next battle. Really? You open it, you fucking idiot. And here comes the necromancer that I may either lose to. No worries, Mike.
Towering,
There he is.
fierce, terrible, nightmare-made material.
Oh, what's he doing?
The human mind, fragile, like a robin's egg.
I've afflicted the necromancer with blight and with bleed as well now anyway. Of course you miss. Nope, you're still alive, Steve. But you've got the Crimson Curse, which means you love to kill things. But the longer you have the curse for, the more likely you are to die.
Unwound.
Grave Robber's about to go mad.
There can be no hope in this hell. No hope at all. A singular strike.
This is a party of fellas anyway, see.
Masterfully executed.
Like these characters have not been claimed by like anybody yet.
A decisive
And they're doing
pummeling.
really well for a party of fillers. Necromancer's almost dead by a party of fillers. That's one dead necromancer boss.
Sinew to actuate them. Will these
Killed by a
walking
party of
bones
fellas.
finally fail?
But they did really well.
Foolish horrors.
And there you are. There's
Brought
something
low
to save.
and driven into the mud.
What did I get as well? I got something for the occultist as well, I think. It's a filler team, Mark. One got Deadly, one got Nymphomania, one got Hieromania, and one got Daredevil. Only one of them ended up with a bad quirk.
Irritant to some, a sanguine memory to me.
Yeah, the occultist. Where's the other one? I told him, didn't I? Pretty sure I had 2 flagellants. Yeah, there he is. Made me fucking panic for getting to them. Just have a look what it's like. So it goes up to, at the moment it is, the next time it'll go up to 38% max HP healed. He's a stress healer as well. He takes 10 stress off himself, but adds 10 stress himself for bashing himself at for 1 speed. Because that makes sense. Oh, that's right, I can upgrade his gear as well, can't I? We can also build new buildings as well now, Mark. I really want to get that. And I'll show you some of the new items we can get as well now. That's new anyway. 2 blight charms. But look at these. I'll show you yours now, Mark. There's yours. Every time Mark hits something, he inflicts blight. Every building has a bonus, and they're actually all really cool. Need to get that for each highwayman as well, I do. Where was Brett's item? There's Brett's item, Mark. Some of these new items are absolutely insane, but... Heroes Ring plus 25% virtue chance. Antiquarium plus 50% healing skills. There you are. There's Brett's item. So whenever Brett is sick on something, he do way more. Take nipples. I need to take a Jester as well. Intense craving for alcohol. I found Mike's.
He will be laughing still at the end.
Games like I recommend you take level 1 or 2 heroes. You'll like these new enemies as well, Mark, if you're still there.
The courtyard and
enemies are
gardens
cool.
surrounding the manor
Let's
were
go
once a
get Brett's
point of
item that
pride
turns him,
for the diligent
into the number
custodians I
1 fighter
employed.
for Mark's team.
Great banquets and lavish
Brett
social
transforms,
affairs
does
were
100
hosted
damage, period.
here under the stars.
I wish that was a reality.
Despite the expectation of propriety normally ascribed to those in our position,
We mocked the stoic melancholy
Jada, right,
of
'cause
the
I've got the one- I've got the
moss-covered
back of it
fountains
supported by a
and
drumstick.
cherubic statues. Our
That's what I'd
salacious
say.
trysts half hidden in the
The reason I put it
hedgerows.
is because you weigh a lot less than I
Morality
am if I sit there
slipping
and just...
ever deeper into the mud. Soaked and sinking, these stone terraces and sprawling gardens were the site of long-forgotten revelry and well-remembered regret.
I'm just going to press through everything and try to avoid the minimal items. I just decrease their stress all the way down to them. Did I upgrade him? Yeah. But he has punish level 2.
For death,
You'll find as well I always like add the heating on or off.
a devastating blow.
Don't stress her out. Right.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
The character in the front mark is a flagellant. He's the new tank slash healer that every party will be having. He'll be being added to your team with one of Rondo's characters when it lets me resurrect one of them. Because he can tank, he can heal. He's all around really good. Don't know if I'm continuing to look good. Turn it on and just keep it open about damage.
A brilliant confluence of skill and purpose.
So loads of damage as flagellant is.
Formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
But yeah, when his health goes below 40% as well, Mark, he can like super heal.
The ground quakes. Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all. Slowly, gently.
What's
This
that?
is how a
Leper
life
only.
is taken.
It's just giving me a fucking new item for Oliver. Minus 20% stress, plus 33% stress skills while camping, the last treasure of a king. Plus 50% accuracy HP is above 60%, but all of his HP is always full. Oh, with the Crimson Court as well, Mark, it only like reveals itself every so many steps.
The maddening whine of multitudinous wings abates. Let us hope that is the end of things.
How many shovels do I bring? But 4. They're the new enemies as well, Scott, that came with the DLC. Last time I was stopping at every other item, so now I'm just gonna plow through. Because Brett's items on the cards. De-stressor, re-stressor, de-stressor, re-stressor.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
This group can inflict bleed and blight in one turn.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Some of them are like spiders, and they just give the jester the curse. Lovely stuff.
A time to perform beyond one's limits.
Smash.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
Look at Scott in the chat. They're spiders that have taken over people's heads, Scott. There's another one of from one attack, I think he's almost dead. I just have now, I've only hit him with one person. That's the flashlight, that is. He hit him with his one ability and almost killed him.
The blood quickens. Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end.
Scott's like, okay, where are the spiders? I've activated 2 hives so far. I need 1 more. Whatever the graphics designers are for this game, the artists, the mob artists for this game, they deserve awards because I love the designs on them. Yeah, they do. They get stressed by walking around.
Executed with impunity.
She resisted the curse. Nice. And now they're after the jester. They're definitely after the jester.
Confusion, nerves, and panic.
Yeah, corpses get in the way of any other enemies they do. Like if there was enemies behind it, they wouldn't be able to attack them with certain characters. So corpses stay there, Scott.
Foolish horrors, brought low and driven into the mud.
more hive. It said to give this. It said to give her blood, didn't it?
If only treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
I'll take both of them.
A hideous
No.
mutation. Unnatural.
The crocodilian.
And abhorrent.
But at least I can hit him now. At least I can actually hit him now, because I can just keep hitting him with bleed. I can hit him with bleed and blight over and over, because he's right at the back. That mark is the crocodilian. It makes everybody stress out and lose loads of health. He just max healed himself.
Mortality
Christ.
clarified in a single strike. A decisive pummeling.
Don't skip your turn. Oh yeah, that's right. Now he'll go into the water. But I can still hit him with him. He's harder than any bosses I've ever gone against.
Perched at the
Just put
very
nipples on
precipice
death
of
row.
oblivion.
But now he's at the front and now I can attack him back. Now that he's close, I can hit him back.
Inspiration and improvement.
Good thing she's dodging it all, isn't it? Himself will come back out and he'll hit everybody with that. Go on, Nipples, pummel him to death. Been taking 10 bleed damage once.
More blood soaks
Nipples
the
is
soil,
dead.
feeding the evil therein.
He didn't die in vain though. took him on the hardest mission of his life and he kept everybody else alive. Took him on the hardest mission he'll ever be on in his life in this game, and he kept everybody else alive by taking all of the damage.
Great is the weapon.
But the crocodilian's done.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled.
And he just look what he just gave me for nipples as well. Tell you one thing though, I am taking this. At least he didn't die in vain. That's what I'm gonna say. He did his job for us and he kept everybody else alive so we could kill the crocodilian. Because that was a boss. Do you know what? I like the traps in this place.
Will find no clemency in this place.
And there's the last hive.
In those younger years, my home was a hive of unbridled hedonism. A roiling apiary where instinct and impulse were indulged with wild abandon. A bewitching predator slipped in amidst the swarm of tittering sycophants. Though outwardly urbane, I could sense in her a mocking thirst. Driven half-mad by cloying vulgarity, I plotted to rid myself of this lurking threat in a grand display of sadistic sport. But as the moment of murder drew nigh, the gibbous moon revealed her inhuman desires in all their stultifying hideousness.
Nipples, you died, but you kept everybody else alive in their mission. You didn't die in vain, don't worry about it. You smashed fuck out of a crocodile boss. And by being smashed fuck over, you were literally pounding his head into the ground.
These swarming fiends carry a pernicious plague. A sickness so virulent, so insidious. It is more a curse than a mere disease.
Didn't die in vain, but so don't you worry about that. We can get Tegan back.
A champion markswoman, keen for a new kind of challenge.
Look at the item we got, Brett, though. Look at what we got, Brett. Yeah, Grey Rat, you died yesterday. You died doing the exact same thing Nipples just did. You died keeping people alive as well. But, Grey Rat, but we do have somebody else for you now. Who is he? Grey Rat can be one of the flagellants because of the hood. Grey Rat, how do you feel about being a flagellant? You're a tank and a healer at the same time. And you also get a hood on your character. Right, alright, Grey Rat wants to be a thief or another plague doctor. So we could essentially make Grey Rat the grave robber. She needs to go into the crawl away fucking. Look at all of the things wrong with it. Right, let's go get rid of Fragile off it. Or do you want to be... Do you want... Yeah, they won't let me put all of that in, trust me. Because there's too many letters. I need to put Oliver's item on him though. Where's Oliver? We're going to turn Oliver into a tank as well. I'm going to take him back out. We'll take Patrice back out. And we'll take the Musketeer out to level the Musketeer up as well. And we'll take you up with him.
Just as I feared. Now loosed from their brackish prison, they will spread like locusts across our land.
Baron's Lash. Look at the prize reward in the gold. It's giving me everything but bread. Kill the Swine Prince. We could go for the Swine Prince, but it would be very hard. He's only apprentice level 1, and we'd have Musketeer, we'd have you, the Musketeer, the Flagellant, and the Jester. Try it. Where is the Musketeer?
The ways and rituals of blood sacrifice are difficult to master. Those from beyond require a physical vessel if they are to make the crossing into our reality. The timing of the chants is imperative. Without the proper utterances at precise intervals, the process can fail spectacularly.
Brett's character on Mark's team now is going to be the literal damage dealer. I'll just keep him in position 1 and have Mark behind him all the time.
A nameless abomination. A testament to my failures. It must be destroyed.
We'll go across the middle.
The way is lit. The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
Don't do drums of doom straight away.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
Nobody's Mark, see you in 5.
Is the weapon that cuts on its own. A death by inches. Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive. The match is struck. A blazing star is born. The blood quickens. The slow death. Unforeseen. Unforgiving. Devastating blow.
Drums of Doom. Also do Drums of Doom, but it doesn't really affect us that much.
Continue the onslaught. destroy them all.
Please do what you can.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms. Inspiration and improvement. Slowly, gently. This is how a life is taken.
The swine boss is going to either be up here or across to the bottom down the left, look. I reckon it's top left.
Huddled together, furtive and vulnerable. Rats in a maze.
This Jester's got some really good stress relief. I just took 30 stress off you.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is
Yeah,
made
like,
clear.
They come in there with like moderate stress, and now they're all almost empty again.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Bleed stacks. Bleed definitely stacks. You wouldn't think it would do.
In Radiance, may we find victory. A victory. Perhaps the turning point.
Yeah, you wouldn't think that bleed would stack.
The light, the promise of safety.
I reckon this wine boss is in here. You'll see what I mean now by his RDPs. He's down the bottom. Yes, bloodlust. The blood makes me whole. But sometimes in this game, Scott, things don't stack. Both of them blows, so when it comes to their turn, they don't die. There you are.
A powerful blow. A decisive pummeling. The bigger the beast, the greater the glory.
Not even stressing about that much either when he goes mad with bloodlust.
Executed with impunity. Wealth beyond measure, awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
This team hopefully should be alright against the Swine Prince. Plus the Jester's doing tons of damage as well. I mean, he's doing tons of damage. And none of them are super stressed out. But watch how big he is now.
It is a travesty. A blundering mountain of hatred.
Like, the little one targets us for the big one. But because the big one's that big, it's hard to hit the little one. Watch it now. He does tons of damage to everybody all the time. He does the same hit all the time. Look at him.
Injury. Palpable fear. Perched at the very precipice of oblivion.
Fucking annoying, the Swine Prince is. Quite literally the hardest boss in the game. The hardest boss in the game he is. But he gets a turn. He gets to attack every turn.
Death waits.
And he just does this to you?
Lapse in concentration.
Watch him attack again now. He does the same move.
Survival is a tenuous proposition.
He's the stupidest boss in the game, he is. It's fucking pathetic. He just does that.
How quickly the tide turns.
Doesn't attack you one by one, he just does that.
Injury and despondence set the stage for heroism or cowardice.
Of course.
A momentary abatement.
You ready for him to do the same attack again? You ready for him to do the same attack again?
And now
And now
the
he's
true
stunned
test.
two of them.
Hold fast or expire.
Ready?
Another life wasted.
There's another one of your characters gone.
Glory and gold.
He is the stupidest boss in the game, he can't be killed.
More blood soaks the soil.
Party
feeding
wipe.
the evil therein.
Are we still alive? I don't know.
Brink, facing the abyss.
You know if he survives? I'm just gonna make a party of these.
As life ebbs,
Stupidest boss in the game,
vistas
literally.
of emptiness reveal themselves.
Yeah, I thought so. He ain't gonna survive. Here's another trophy from the game where you end up with a party wipe. Because this boss is stupid.
More dust, more ashes, more disappointment. Regroup, reassemble. Our family name, once so well regarded,
Like, I
is
would love to
now
know how the
barely
fuck
whispered
you're
aloud
supposed
by
to
decent
beat that.
folk.
I got this close to beating it. But how are you supposed to beat just the hardest version of that? It's everybody for 100. And just does the same move over and over and over. He's the stupidest boss in the game, he is. Honestly, he really is. It's ridiculous.
The raw strength of youth may be spent, but his eyes
Fucking
hold
stupid
the
boss.
secrets of 100 campaigns.
I need to have some of the best rewards as well. Pagan Talisman. Plus 25 damage versus the Fanatic, and the Fanatic is the Wandering Boss, which I'm guessing is in the Cove right now. But I can't see how you're supposed to beat that if you can't take powered versions of your character to him. It's virtually impossible, isn't it? What's that? Ancestral. Jesus Christ. What are you doing, having a look of a way to kill the fucking Swine Lord? Or the Swine Prince, rather.
A man in a robe, claiming communion with the divine. Madness.
She would keep the little one alive. That's stupid. Because if you keep the little one alive, the little one will keep telling him which one to attack. Let's have a look. Note that a Wilbur will, with any damage and attack once the Swine Prince is still alive, will result in immediate retaliation by the Swine Prince in the form of all heroes being attacked with enraged destruction. For increased damage and a chance to stun, therefore the best way to manage Wilbur is to either clear the marks an arbalist each round as above, hoping Wilbur doesn't stun the arbalist, or hit Wilbur with a stun attack that does not do damage, such as the Bounty Hunter's Flashbang or Plague Doctor's Blinding Gas. Yeah, that would be why he goes ballistic, because I killed Wilbur. Now we know how to kill him in future. Which will mean I'll be taking a flagellant. Yep, that was a party move. That was 2 trophies in one fight. That was. The most ridiculous boss fight on the game, though. Every other boss is tameable compared to that shit. But now it makes sense why he goes absolutely fucking mad. That's cool. Plus 20% stress heal received while camping. But that is the stupidest boss I've ever fought. Because it just decides to go, oh, you've killed the little guy, now I'm just going to kill all of you one after another. Where's the flagellance one then? It was there, I know I saw it there. Strange. Medium, right, let's do the medium one then. You playing Pokemon? Genuinely thought you were playing Pokemon for some reason, man. Mobile crisp. It's as random as fuck, that is. We know though to kill the fucking idiotic boss that is the Swine Prince. So what I will do now over the next course of days in this game is I will just gather resources.
Even the fiercest beast will lay down when it is not eaten. Steal their food.
That one, at least that one flagellant fought until the end anyway. Yes, yes you are. But you won't die next time. That much I can guarantee you. Because now I know the fight Swine Prince. Watch out, next time I go to fight, the resurrection event will be in town. I'll just revive all of your characters.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles. Formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
I wish my phone would stop doing that backwards shit too.
Surgical precision. the weapon that cuts on its own. As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
Do me a favor, answer that to Joel in a minute, because I'm busy in a minute.
Unnerved, unbalanced.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
What do you say? Not a lot of people do. Let's see what he else got Siege to do.
Continue the onslaught.
Tell him, give me about 15 minutes.
Destroy them.
And see if we can get JJ and David on as well. He heard me today.
Precision and power. As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
I'll stack all of my gold back up through this mission, see?
The way is lit. The
De-stress
path is
everybody in
clear.
this party.
We require only the strength to follow it. A moment of respite. A chance to steel oneself against the coming horrors.
Yeah, Bronte looked it up for me, she did. Why would you put 40 stress on yourself? Yeah. Why would you put 40 stress on yourself? I honestly do not understand why you would put 40 stress on yourself. Would you put a character at the... Why... Sometimes I don't understand this game. Yeah. Increase your stress by 40. Why? What in the world could possibly make me want to do that?
Impressive haul, if you value such things. Such blockages are unsurprising.
Do you understand
These
that,
tunnels
Scott?
predate even the
Why in the
earliest
world I'd want to put 40
settlers.
stress on myself? I need 2 more green sacks.
Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles, paid for in blood.
There's an achievement for dying to the tiny pig, what? It's a good thing that was a filler party. Wait, well, yeah, a filler party plus you. You didn't die for no reason, you died for an educational purpose, because you went and looked about, we killed the Swine Prince after it. To stop people dying after it. But you can see why I refuse to fight that boss in Dragano. I know the party I'm going to set up for this god. I'm going to need a Musketeer, a Flagellant, a Vestal, and a Jester.
Decimated. A death by inches. Slowly, gently. This is how a life is taken.
A fortune, waiting to be spent.
Steps in a trap.
Mechanical hazards, possessed by evil intent.
Second game on it. What don't I need? There's gonna be a key. I think maybe having a Hellion instead of a Jester would do well to have with the Flagellant. Flagellant, Hellion, Vestal, Musketeer, because the Hellion would be the major damage dealer for it. Healed him for 1 point of health. Yeah, and every Flagellant is good because this one just max healed himself. He has 16 health and the other guy's 6. And he's only level 1 as well. But he's level 0.
The match is struck. A blazing star is born.
Hellions crit all the time.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
A handsome reward for a task well performed.
Packs laden with loot are often low on supplies.
We've got 2 out of 3 grain sacks. I need 1 more. I pressed this on.
Ambushed by foul invention.
The light, the promise of safety.
If only treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption. Wealth beyond measure, awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
Last green sack.
Our supplies are replenished. The soldiers will feast tonight.
And he leveled up, I think. Which I don't mind everybody being leveled up.
A modest offering
The
from
next
those
mission
few
won't cost me
surrounding
anything.
farms as yet untouched by the spreading calamity.
Gibbering prophet. There you are, look. Even the courtyard. 3 new bosses. Dismiss the Baron, unseat the Viscount, depose the Countess. After challenging the flesh, Abbey I need to change his name because that's too hard to say, but he basically got rid of all of his stress. A level 1 vessel again, and an arbalist.
Shoot, bandage, and pillage. The dancing steps of war.
Right, I'm going to save this, have a cup of coffee, and then get ready to go and see to the boys. I'm not going to stream it because I'm just going to focus. Oh, thank you all for tuning in. Next time we come back, I will be kicking the shit out of the Swine Prince by not killing Wilbur first.